Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my friends, especially to our beloved teacher, Mrs. Erna Megawati. Let me introduce myself. My name is Faizal Amar Ashidik. Here, I'm not alone. I'm accompanied by my friends, namely Anissa, Fatmawati, and Maiti. Okay, here we are going to talk about why gender is an important issue in international relations. Gender is not a term that refers to a biological characteristics of man and woman physically. However, according to Mansur Faki, gender is more of a trait inherent in both man and woman that constructed social and culture. This definition shows that gender is masculine and feminine trait or character where both can appear in both man and woman. The point is that a man is not only identical with one of character, namely masculine, but also has a feminine character in him. Also, this definition confirms that gender is a product of social culture constructions. This means that the conception of gender can differ between groups of people and change with the times. In the 1920s, the conception of gender was understood as a difference between man and woman with wide personal attributes. At this, the concept of gender is closely related to physical or biological factor. Difference in physical characters between man and woman create the construction of greater social rules and functions, as well as behavior expectations that should exist or be attached to man or woman. As a result, gender as a personal trait results in different social rules and determines the different division of labor of man and woman.
Is no longer related only to personal relationship but also to social structure because gender differences have legitimate social inequalities that have men more than women. The reason why masculine characters get a higher have or status that feminine characters are not only related to the fact of biological differences but also because of the existence of social structure that institutionalize men's control over women. It is at this stage that gender differences have created gender inequality in the economic, social, and political system. Gender inequality due to gender differences is increasingly a problem when it results in gender inequality. However, in its development, understanding issue of gender which only see the differences between men and women.
However, in its development, understanding the issue of gender injustice is no longer sufficient only with the dichotomous concept of gender, which only sees differences between men and women. Therefore, around 1916, Connell and other scientists like Gill, Stiss, Propers, and Chance in the conception of gender by no longer dwelling on the dichotomous issue of gender. men and women, but looking more specifically, Connell then defines gender as a matter of the social relation between which individual and group acts. Steins also defines gender as ideological and matter relation that exists between men and women. These two divisions show that the conception of gender relationship does not only reflect personal and social but also power and symbolic relationship. The concept of gender relation, which contains elements of power and symbolization, ultimately affect the complexity of gender issue in the study and practice of international relations. The manifestation of the two elements in international relations is not only material but also non-material, thereby increasing the significance of gender perspective and understanding international politics.
Apart from the level of temporary real global problems in many countries, for example, development issues, this has become the focus of attention of second-generation feminists who develop empirical feminism. They criticize international relations activities that generalize and do not differentiate the implication of development for men and women. For example, the international political economic system and policies prevailing in many countries have led to the creation of a subordinate position for women, because gender issues are not only related to injustice against women but also men. A gender perspective is important in helping to formulate appropriate policies for each group of men and women in response to various global problems. Gender inequality and international relations activities has differentiated implications for men and women. The explanation above shows that using as a category of analysis in the study of international relations is important because it can open eyes and offer new perspective. Apart from the perspective of international relations as a study, the gender perspective is also important in understanding political, economic, and international security practices that affect gender relations between women and men.
Okay, maybe that's all from us. If we do mistakes, we apologize to you all. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.